Morning, Fresh Baked. We're in the parks today on this Wednesday morning. Shoot a little B-roll for a video that I'm working on, and thought I'd take you guys with me if you care. We're gonna just hit a few rides, get something to eat, and enjoy the magic and wonder that is Disneyland today. Today is our day. And I was hoping to start the morning off with the Main Street vehicle, but it looks like everything is offline at the moment here around Town Square. I'm assuming they're getting ready for a show from backstage. Probably the Disneyland band will probably be popping out here any second, so we'll just do this the good old-fashioned way. Take a walk down Main Street, which, by the way, looks very healthy on this morning. Oh, there's an omnibus. I wonder if he's done for the morning. Oh, and the horseless carriage.
Everybody, please stay seated.
There we go. 11:15 down Main Street. Looks like they're getting ready for a shoot here of some kind. Walking by Jolly Holiday here, and I just realized, hi guys, morning, that it's back open again. Oh, does it look like they've taken out some of the planter? That used to extend a little further out this way. Didn't it extend all the way to the edge of the entrance sign? Anyway, I am going to get some lunch here later this afternoon in a little bit. It is a little too early, but we're placing our mobile order now. We're going to come back here and have our lunch, but while we're doing that, I just placed the order, but I'm not happy with that 12:20 return time. Let me get this camera in frame. I'm not happy with that. I think I want to change that. So let's see, we're gonna do a little of our test, our hack, the mobile order refresh hack, which I'm doing as we walk and speak. Well, it's getting worse. There's 12:15. What were we at? Yeah, we're at 12:20. Oh, there's 11:30 right there. Let's see if we get that in time. Oh no, it was too late. You're too slow, Dave. We're gonna pull over. We're gonna pull over. Let's try that again. 12:05. Okay, so that's 15 minutes sooner. I like that. I like seeing that. Okay, let's try one more time. Let's go to 12:05. Maybe we'll do one ride and then come back for lunch. 12:20. I want to get something at like 11:45 if we can. Got to be quick though. You got to be like a ninja hitting those buttons and hitting that save button real fast if something pops up like we missed that 11:30. Right now we're at 12:05. Yeah, we're still at 12:05. Come on, baby. I know sometimes it feels like it's hopeless and then it's never going to change, but you've already seen here in this, just in the, what, a minute 45 that we've been rolling, a couple different times have popped up. All we need is maybe another, nope, there it is, boom, get it, get it, get it, press the button. Oh, yeah. We're now at 11:50, perfection. Guys, I am going to Disneyland right now. We just ninja'd a mobile order for 11:50 after it told us it was gonna take an hour. We're now gonna get our food in half an hour, which is good because I wanna do a ride before we eat. I don't wanna eat at 11:15. I don't wanna eat now, but I also don't wanna eat at 12:45. Did it now. What do we do? Let's see, Jungle Cruise is 30 minutes, but it's up there on the upper deck. Not a fan of that. Indiana Jones is closed. Can't go in there. That's too bad. Is it too soon for, oh, look at the duck just hanging out by himself out in front of Indiana Jones. Is it too soon for Pirates? By the way, for those who aren't aware, the thing we just did, the mobile order refresh hack, that's one of the 8 expert hacks that we revealed in a video that we did a while back. If you haven't watched it, check it out. I'll hopefully have a link there for you to catch that. But there's that hack plus many others that we reveal in that video, and there's lots more if you just kind of hang around here at Fresh Baked. We're pretty much experts at going to Disneyland. I don't mind saying that because I've been here for, hi, morning. I've at least 1,000 times, and that's not even hyperbole. At least 1,000 trips through the park, so you're in good hands. I've already given up on Pirates. The Pirates queue's way out here, which will still go quick though, but it is busy out here today. But I'm just gonna do a quick drive-by at Haunted Mansion. No, I have zero expectations that that's going to be a nominal wait either. But it has been a little bit since I've been on Haunted Mansion, and I'm kind of in the mood right now. But the mood has gone away. They're running a full queue back here. It is jam-packed in the greenhouse over here, and that's usually a bad sign when the greenhouse is jam-packed like that. Says 40 minutes, although it looks like... What? There's nothing in Lightning Lane. Back the queue is right here at Leota's Garden. That's what I've come to call this. Is this too much? I don't know. Yeah, it is. You know, maybe this is why I gravitate to rides like the Mark Twain and Fantasyland Dark rides, because although I don't mind, I don't mind waiting, but sometimes you just want to get something in quick. You don't want to have to, like, maybe I'll wait 45 minutes later in the day. And I've also got kind of a limited amount of time left or available to me this afternoon. That's how I go to Disneyland sometimes, is I just like, okay, I've got 4 hours. Because I'm a local. What are you gonna do? You know, like I don't go to Disneyland in the same way that a lot of other folks do, because I'm local. So you know, I got 4 hours. Not because I have to be gone, but because I have other things that I have to do also while I'm here in the park. But I'm sure there are a lot of locals out there who would agree that sometimes you just want to get in here, get a little shot, a quick injection of Disneyland magic. Sometimes all it takes is just seeing the Mark Twain on the river. And there's some screaming fans right there. Hi, good morning, guys. Hi, guys. Good morning. That's pretty good. Okay, I'll take that. That's nice. All right. What about Tiana? We're at the point where I'm a little further away from Jolly Holiday than I'd like to be, because we still have to get back 30 minutes. You know what? There we go. That's agreeable, and it doesn't look like it would be worse than that. 30 minutes posted. There goes the oh my gosh. Thank you. Hi, good morning. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Oh, Lily Bell. They've got some guests in the Lily Bell. They might be doing a tour. One of these days, I think I'm going to do that tour. I think it's like $135, but I just love the train so much, and I want to hear just one time the guide say something about how much Walt loved trains, because you know, Walt loved trains. Oh no, they just bumped it to 40. I'm not worried though. I don't think it's even going to be 30, but it is getting busier, I guess. Yeah, no big deal. No big deal at all. It's actually we're making a pretty good time. It's only 11:33. We've been in the queue for about 8 minutes. It's definitely going faster than some of the other reps we've done in the past. So it's not going to be a breeze. It's not a walk-on, but it's definitely an enjoyable queue to be in. Also, no extended 1 or extend 2. They're ready for 1, but we're not using it. So that's a good 15-20 minutes off your total wait time. If you see this section and this section full, yeah, you're in for something over an hour. time indeed. It's just been not even 19 minutes right now. It's been 18 minutes just to get to this point. We passed the mix. We're gonna be in our vehicle in like 20 minutes. That's outstanding.
Let's join Lewis up ahead and find some musicians for our party.
Anyone down here who can blow a horn and jam? Hello?
Don't you worry, Lewis. We're gonna find just what we need in the Bayou. They can play.
These cats can play.
That's also that.
You always count on Winnie the Pooh putting a smile on your face when he walks by, right? Who doesn't smile? The hardest of dudes, the big dogs even smile when Winnie the Pooh goes by. All in all, I'm pleased with that trip through Tiana's Bayou Adventure. 20 minutes to the vehicle, excellent. And I mean, so Florida Bayou Tiana, she's that's probably the worst shape I've ever seen. And I don't know, maybe seeing her like lips move but not the whole body is maybe the freakiest thing. Oh my God, look at this queue. They're walking straight up to the Lightning Lane entrance. Wow. It's overcast out, but it's not cold. It's like high 60s. It's not even that bad. But anyway, so that was, you know, aside from that, it went really well. 20 minutes, the boats never stopped. We didn't back up anywhere, you know, like at the lift hill. There's usually a backup there. No, that's good. I'm happy. I'm also very, very hungry. we're ready. Picking up lunch. You guys hear that? I can hear the Disneyland band. We can't see them. I find myself on a cozy little corner here at the Jolly Holiday, completely packed, 100% occupancy at the tables out here. So that's the turkey ciabatta from Jolly Holiday. It's a good solid standby. It's tomato, lettuce, and honey mustard aioli, served with house-made chips. Very standard. Cheers, fresh baked. Yum, yum. Solid. So it's a healthy serving of turkey in there. I mean, it's a good chunk of it. So the meat to bun ratio isn't too bad. This is a lot of bread. This ciabatta is a very, it's a dense bread. It's a lot. So you feel like sometimes you might get too much bread when you have one of these, but they give you a fair amount of turkey, so it's a nice balance. As for that honey mustard aioli, you might be able to see some of that on the lettuce right there. A modest amount of that on there. I don't like it when they overpour the dressing, and you could, especially the mustard part of the honey mustard is very present, which I enjoy. And of course, there's the house-made chips, which they are very proud of. I wonder if they're truly house-made in the same way that the candy here is house-made. I don't imagine. Well, I guess there could be a fryer back there where they're making these chips all day. I'd make a ton of them. These are really good. As it turns out, I found myself in something like, the kitchen door part of the restaurant. A lot of traffic and a lot of action here, so I'm gonna wrap this chicken up and get the heck out of here, and let's get back to our Disneyland day. Real nice to have the Jolly Holiday back here at the top of Main Street. It's funny, I think about the Jolly Holiday just now, or I was thinking about it as if it were an original part of the park. Like I feel like, the history, the Jolly Holiday's back. Guys, it's only been here for less than 20 years. Like, I want to say they built Jolly Holiday 2012. Was it right about when I started this channel? Before that, before the Jolly Holiday was the Jolly Holiday, it was literally just an annual pass holder. If you go in there to get your picture taken. You guys remember when you used to have to do that? You'd buy your annual pass and you had to go to the annual pass station and register or something to that effect, and they took your picture for the pass and everything. You guys remember that? I did one there. I remember the Jolly Holiday one there, and I did the one at the DCA at the guest services station there, right at the entrance. But it was just annual pass, and then before that, obviously, God, now I can't remember the name of it. Plaza Pavilion. That's what it was called. Plaza Pavilion, and then behind that was Tahitian Terrace that shared a building, just like they do now. The Jolly Holiday shares a building and shares a kitchen with what is now Tropical Hideaway, but back then they shared a kitchen with Tahitian Terrace. You guys remember Tahitian Terrace? That became Aladdin's Oasis? Man, I used to love talking about that stuff, man. I used to make videos about that kind of stuff. Maybe I should do that again. That just should be the soundtrack of my life. I want that to be the music that follows me around everywhere I go. Getting gas, going to Del Taco, getting coffee. And now that's got me thinking about it. Well, I still got You date yourself. What you call a thing that's been through many iterations, you wind up dating yourself. Like, you know, what is your memory? Some people will call this the Carousel of Progress building, right? Some people will call it Star Wars Launch Bay. I call it the Innoventions building. Or America Sings. Some people will call it America Sings. Oh, the America Sings building, right? That one? No. It's the Innoventions building, because when I first started coming back to Disneyland, that's what was here, was Innoventions. And considering the current state of things here in Tomorrowland and what's going on, especially in that building, I can't believe that I'm going to say this, but it makes me miss Innoventions. I want Innoventions back. I want it back. I mean, maybe it's because I can't even go in there. Not unless you're a DVC member. Nobody can go in there. Unless you buy the fireworks viewing. Hey guys, the fireworks viewing party up there. But man, Innoventions was campy and lame and not at all modern, but it was still fun to go in there and kill half an hour. I actually miss the Innoventions building. Remember when it was Star Wars on the first level and then Marvel on the second level, and you got to meet Thor? Remember that Thor meet and greet? Oh yeah, that was actually kind of cool. The Thor meet and greet was actually kind of cool, but the rest of it was so lame. But it was such a big deal. It was like the beginning of the crappy updates that Disney was doing, like these half-assed attempts at updating things or replacing things. And you know, Innoventions by itself was already bad. It was already bad, and then it got worse. It got worse with Launch Bay. Man, I got up early, I skipped work to come to the opening day of Star Wars Launch Bay. They made such a big deal about that. And then I remember the feeling of, you know, I thought we were gonna get some cool memorabilia, you know, and models. They had models, but it's just, I don't remember feeling all that excited about it. And we hardly ever went in there. And we didn't, you could meet Darth Vader. You could literally meet Darth Vader in there. Can't do that anymore. In case you hadn't noticed, I have meandered my way into Autotopia. I think it said 20 minutes. I didn't even check right away, but it's not much of a queue here. I don't even know if we're going in the rotunda or not. I do love me some dulcet tones of the Autotopia. The sound of these engines, especially back there at the station, makes me so happy about being at Disneyland. And it makes me wonder, like, I think I've talked about this before, I'm sure, because they're coming up with, they're going to be putting electric vehicles in here soon, like in the next couple of years, I believe. And I wonder if it'll change the way you experience the ride. Because I feel like the sound is the ride. Like what's going to happen when you walk by the Autotopia on your way to the monorail, which just went by us again, and you hear nothing. You hear nothing. They should put radios in these vehicles, right? I mean, I'm sure they're going to have brand new vehicles, so it wouldn't be a big deal to, you know, that they would make them all from scratch, the electric ones. So there goes the monorail again. Oh man, but you just keep missing it up close. So, but you would have to have some kind of sound in here to make up for, you know, to fill the silence. Because you can't just have people driving around in silence, right? There it is. You guys see? Oh, we're going the wrong way. Oh man. You just can't. You can't have silence. It would kill the Autotopia. Some people don't like the Autotopia already. They're like, it's already dead to me. The silence, I think, would actually finish this ride off. Kind of like the way that rocket rods killed the People Mover. All right, watch out for the squiggly road. Oh, so pretty. Oh no, even more squiggly road. Now I want to go on the monorail. Those guys are. Got busy. Look at that. But all back on the back riser now. That's about twice as long a queue as it was when we got in. I didn't even get to talk about Osmo. You guys, Osmo, we were talking about Innoventions. He's on the attraction. We drove right by it. Another time where they really thought they were doing something. We're gonna put Osmo on the track. And I was in such a hurry to get out here to Autotopia and drive around the Autotopia Parkway to see Osmo and Bird. You guys remember Osmo at Innoventions when he would try to kick the ball and his little foot would just go. That was so janky. I miss Innoventions. I'm sorry. Yeah, you hear all that? That's Autotopia right there. Could they? Maybe they could just, you know, manufacture the sound of the engines. They could do that. They do it in other attractions. Will I get there on target?
Awesome.
Of course I will. Nope. And I'm not gonna lie, that Autotopia ride kind of got me sorted a little bit. I feel pretty good. Like, I feel satisfied with my Disneyland day. But I do think I need a sweet treat. What should we get into? I was thinking, you know, Dole Whips. That's always good, right? But I want to maybe get something that I haven't had in a while, or something new, perhaps. We're in Fantasyland. All right, well, let's see. Oh, I'm right here at the Galactic Grill. Is there any fun treats here? Did I already get? Or do they not even have that anymore? No, they don't. Oh, no, I gotta save. Guys, okay. We're gonna hold off on that for now. But I'm really looking forward to it. I can't believe I'm saying this. Can't believe I'm actually gonna say this. Because I was kind of disappointed last year, but I'm really looking forward to Season of the Force this year. I know that it's probably gonna be kind of meh in terms of, I don't know, show, although there is Luke Skywalker. I still haven't seen Fire of the Rising Moons, have never seen that show. Plus there's a projection show going up over there behind the Falcon. The food looks pretty interesting. There's some new stuff in there that I want to try. This is gonna be a great show, you guys. I can't wait. We're gonna be here all day on Friday. Me and Liz, you know how, things are always more fun when I bring Liz with me, especially if there's alcohol involved, and there won't be because we're at Disneyland, but we're gonna have a lot of fun with this Season of Force video, so I hope you guys are prepared for that and stay tuned for Season of Force. So I was just thinking, hey, all right. I was just thinking about, I gotta hold off on Galactic Grill because that's where, you know, we're gonna be getting one of our meals there, and they've got some really cool looking treats that I'm hopefully have photos that I can share with you now. I can't remember the names of anything. But they looked good. They looked fun to drink. So stay tuned for Season of the Force. That's coming up. Now, we're back at the hub again. Maybe I don't need to look at mobile order. Maybe I can just, you know, Maurice, right over there, he's got some treats. I haven't seen a show at the Fantasy Fair Theater in such a long time. Do they even still do shows there? I don't even know. I think I heard them doing a show the other day, but I feel like I haven't even been aware of there being a show here in a very long time. But I know they have some sweet stuff here. They have the Boys and Apple Freeze, no foam. But they do have, oh, there's a Danish. I do love Danishes. Let's get in the queue. You know, I'm just looking at that sign right there, and the sign that's over there also, they post show times on there, and I'm seeing nothing. They've taken all the benches out. Well, half the benches anyway. There's no shows happening today. Let's try this again. We'll get a head start on picking our treat. Garlic cheesy, that's salty, but that sounds good. The ham and cheese croissant's kind of like the one you get at Starbucks. You know that one? It's basically the same sandwich. I think I've tried it here before, and I got that feeling. Cream cheese and blueberry filled Danish sounds really good. Or a boys and apple freeze and a nitro cold brew. I think I'm gonna regret not picking up one of those. My goodness, I just noticed, by the way, I was talking about how these are reminiscent of the Starbucks one. These are different now. I watched them, they hand make these. They actually make them here on site. They put the things in the little oven, they melt the cheese, they put the sauce on there. So it is no longer a Starbucks style treat, you know, where they just kind of nuke it and give it to you. Ham and cheese croissant. And we got the boys and apple freeze. And there she is. Now, hi guys. Oh, that is really sweet. My goodness. You don't get the foam anymore. They stopped making the foam. COVID killed the foam. COVID killed the foam here at the Boys and Apple Freeze. Same thing over there in Fantasyland by Pinocchio and Casey Jr. They don't make the Snow White apple treat or whatever with foam there anymore. Oh, and Red's Apple Freeze. You guys remember Red's Apple Freeze? Oh my God. Dude, Red's Apple Freeze was the best, and I had to be careful because I would always drink it too fast and I'd get the ice cream headaches. Or no, I would get it in the chest, not in the head. I'd get the burn in that chest, the chest burn, but this is, wow. You can order it without the cream, whipped cream, and they also give you an extra pump if you ask for of the syrup. Little cavalcade happening. It's a shame we can't have year-round parades around here. They've been tricking guests for the better part of a couple years now with that cavalcade. They put that on the app and they say, hey, cavalcade coming down Main Street. Woo. People actually stop. And they take time out of their day. They line up on Main Street. They sit down on the curb. They post up along the route to catch 30 seconds of the same music and a little bit of Mickey Mouse and some characters on the omnibus. Not that I don't love seeing the characters out here on the omnibus. Geppetto and Miguel and Pinocchio there. That music is probably going to copyright me, but we're going to see if we can't get around that. But it's not the same. It's not a parade, you guys. It's not a parade. If you don't go to Disneyland often and you see that on the calendar, do not make any special effort. If you catch it, you catch it. It's already over. It's already done. But you know, it's like if you catch it, you catch it. But don't go out of your way to see that. It's practically nothing. And I don't want to be a sour grapes, but just, dude, Disney and entertainment, it's killing me. Live entertainment at Disneyland is just, it's been a slow, progression or regression over the past 10 or 15 years or so. And I don't think I'm alone in saying that. So anyway, let's get back to Fantasyland because that's where we're at right now. Let's enjoy this. My second favorite transition in the park.
Oh wait, hey girls.
Am I right?
She was on the other side.
That's amazing. Hey guys.
Come on.
The only problem that I have is that I'm here too much. And I'm always doing the same thing. But I swear I could ride Toads every single day. I'm not going to do it. But I could. But I've got to try to...
I would ride that right now.
I got to try to find something to do here. There you go. I get asked that a lot. I don't know if you heard that. If it's coming over the mic. They have a new spiel, an automated spiel. The cast members don't do anymore. But anyway, he called it the original Magic Kingdom. And I get a lot of comments like, did he just, Magic Kingdom, that's over at Walt Disney World. What's he talking about? Guys, Disneyland was called the Magic Kingdom when it first opened. It was called Disneyland, yes, but they referred to it as the Magic Kingdom all the time. Like in advertising and things like that. And so you still hear that. That's why they say the term the original Magic Kingdom. So yes, it is fair. It is just. It is in canon to refer to Disneyland as the Magic Kingdom. I found our Fantasyland ride.
You guys stay with your buddy, huh?
That was like nothing. That was 17 minutes.
Please, watch your kids. Thank you.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado por el cinturón de seguridad.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
Man, what a good day. This went really, really well today, I have to say. This went really, really well. We captured things just at the right moments in a lot of cases. Got on 20 minutes at Tiana's, that was awesome. Jolly Holiday, we got to ninja that time down by half an hour for our mobile order, plus the food was good. Autotopia, got that done in 10 or 15 minutes. That was easy. Oh my gosh, and Maurice's treats. Delicious, that was great. And then Matterhorn, we beat a 70-minute turn time. Hi guys. Hi. 70 minutes standby at the Matterhorn. Got it done in, under 20, 17 minutes total, I think it was. I'm pretty happy. Now, my day is over here on this show. We're going to turn right back around when I'm done with this shooting here. I'm going to turn right back around and head back down Main Street. So I got some B-roll to pick up. We're shooting B-roll for a video about helping out first-timers. Get the park, some really good tips on that. So we could be here for another couple hours, but I thank you guys for joining us for this little trip, and we'll see you next time. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh baked.